Hey folks, Goofmaster79 here, coming at you with another video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Zaku II version 2 from the Japanese release MSIA line. This guy never had an appearance in America, in toy form anyway, which is really disappointing because it would have been cool to have an American kind of, some sort of incarnation of the Zaku II version 2. Real quickly, I'll go over the articulation. First of all, this will be a double review. I'm going to be reviewing this guy, and I'm also going to be reviewing the Dengeki Hobby weapon set that you get from the magazine. So that will be a little bit later here. So let me do this guy first. He has a double ball hinged neck. As you can see, if I can pop it off here, it's on like a ball hinge, and then the actual joint here is on a tiny little ball joint, I think, or maybe it's just a swivel, but it gives you more of a range of motion of a regular just ball joint, because it's a ball hinge and a swivel. Then again, it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit if this is going to swivel and then the bottom part also swivels. I guess it's so you can have it tilted and then like leaned different ways and stuff like that, but either way, it's still really cool. He has these ball-jointed shoulders, which have a good range of motion in them. They have these weird, it's on a weird swivel joint. The ball joint's actually in the shoulder, and then the whole thing can swivel inside the shoulder there, which is really cool. The shield is on a ball joint, swivels at the bicep, double hinged elbows, and ball-jointed wrists, which is really neat. He's got a, I guess it's a ball-jointed torso / waist, but you're not going to get a whole lot of movement. It's mainly just a swivel. Like if you pop it off, it is like a really tiny ball joint, which is pretty cool. He's got ball jointed hips. The skirt armor, I haven't cut it. It was just made like that, as you can see. You know, it's flexible, and you get a lot of range of motion in there. Double jointed knees, single jointed ankles, and then the foot itself is on a ball joint, which is interesting to say the least. Other than that, he's got little ball joints on his thrusters here on his backpack, which is pretty detailed, which you can remove. Not really sure why. I do not believe that Zaku Cannon backpack fits on here. I'd have to get up and go find one to try, and I'm really lazy. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. So. So he comes with a lot of accessories. He comes with 2 open hands, beam hands, 2 trigger fingers, and 2 closed fists. I have all the little hands right here. You can see it's just a bunch of little hands, which nobody really cares about. As long as he has a trigger hand and a beam saber hand, or heat tomahawk, or heat hawk, whatever you want to call it, I'm fine. It comes with, first of all, his heat hawk, which is a lot more stylized, and it's a lot fatter than the original style heat hawk, which I can't decide if I like this version or the original version better. The only difference is that it has this like a ball, not necessarily ball joint, but it like clicks in to the skirt armor rather than it like just plugging in like the old one. So you can't really use it on the older Zakus, which would have been pretty cool. But overall, it's very detailed, and it's a lot thicker, and it doesn't bend as easily as the old one does, but still looks really cool. Oops. So just go ahead and give them that. And the only problem I have with it, like I said, is that you can't use it with Zaku 1s, and it looks a little fat. It looks a little oversized, but maybe I'm just used to the tiny Zaku II version 1 heat hawks. But yes, very cool. Get a nice chopping action. It does plug into his side skirt armor here. You can see there's a plug on either side, and then in the back, which I'll show you later, you can plug it in back there, which actually looks pretty cool. I like that. So, especially once you start loading them up with a whole bunch of crap, you can leave that on there. It looks really cool. So I'll just leave that on there for now to give the whole effect. Second of all, he comes with the Magella top gun. You can see it's nicely detailed. It's a little bit thicker than the original. All the guns are a little bit fatter than the originals, but it's nothing too bad. This does have some silver paint on it, which looks pretty neat. The handles are thicker so you can hold on to it easier. Looks pretty neat. I like this. The barrel is kind of bent slightly from being in a plastic bag, but yeah, nothing you can't fix with a little hot water. Definitely really cool. So, okay, next we have the leg missile pods, and they're, as you can see, they're a little bit fatter than the original ones, but pretty cool. A lot more detail. They have the red paint on them, and the silver in the back, where the, I guess, where the jet exhaust comes from the missiles, which looks pretty neato. It comes with these bigger, thicker straps that really, if you had the original Zaku II version 1 with the leg missiles, these things were easily lost and they broke and they were really crappy. But these ones actually hold on rather well. They just kind of wrap around the leg here, get the right missile pod, and the little pegs peg into the 2 holes there, as you can see. So just kind of, oh, that's the wrong one. Just kind of work that in there, and you can see it's a nice tight fit. Looks good, feels good, is good. Anyway, those clip onto there rather easily. Let's put the other one on here quickly, because I don't want this review to be real long. I'm already up to like 6 minutes, I think, 6 or 7. If I can get that on there. There we go. So now he's got the cool leg pods. I think the only time I really saw these in the show was the Rombaral's attack episode, where they had the Gallop, and they attacked the white base that was landed in the middle of the desert there, and then he came up and pew pew pew, you know, leg missiles. But other than that, next we have the, which is really cool here, the Zaku grenades. It comes with this like holster type dealie, and you can see nicely detailed, if that'll focus. You can see nice Zaku grenades, look pretty cool. Comes with the holster. I can fit these back in here. 2 of them. You can fit it. You can plug it into the side, but I like to plug it into the back here. Flip it around here. And it fits nicely there on his back. Looks pretty cool. It's nice to get like a you know, Zaku grenades, because ever since I saw them a couple of times in the episodes, I'm like, oh, I want some of those. So next we have the Zaku machine gun, or the standard Zaku machine gun. You can see it's a little bit fatter than, if I can get this to focus, it's a little bit fatter than the original, but I think it looks pretty cool actually. The magazine is removable, you know, drum magazine here. Comes with a spare drum magazine, and it also comes with a tiny, like the only time I really remember seeing this is in Stardust Memory, when the one guy escapes with the core fighter off the Albion, and then he's flying around, and the 2 Zaku shoot him down. If you pause the screen there, you can see them, that they have these smaller magazines on the Zaku machine guns, which is pretty neat. Take that off there, put the drum magazine on, and let you see what he looks like here. It looks pretty cool. It's kind of hard for him to, you know, hold it correctly with the stock on the shoulder and then his arm out like that. But if you kind of do the classic, put the stock underneath the arm, then it's real easy. You can just kind of reach over and grab the handle like that. So, I mean, he's pretty easy to get lined up with the scope too, with the mono eye. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oops, there goes the drum magazine. Almost flew off the table there. Hey Hoozles, we got the bigger Zaku machine gun that kind of looks like an M4 carbine, if you ask me, with the stock and the grenade launcher sort of. But this is, I think this may have been, like I said, in Stardust Memory with the shorter magazine on top. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I don't really recall ever seeing this in the series. I'd have to double check, but it may be in Stardust Memory, like I stated. You can put the drum magazine on here, which looks rather cool, actually. So you got the big old Zaku machine gun with the grenade launcher, and the side handle here pivots, swivels. The Zaku kind of looks goofy holding this, because like I said, this gun looks really way too big for it. It looks like he stole it from another toy. But don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like it. I'm just saying it's really big and bulky, and he not necessarily holds it too well. He just doesn't look too fantastic with him. And he also comes with the Zaku bazooka, which is real cool, which I really like. The whole eyepiece here swivels, not necessarily 360 degrees, but you know, enough that, I mean, depending on which side he's shooting it from, you can have it like that. This front piece here swivels. As you can see, the whole front end is a swivel. This middle piece is on a swivel, so it's got like two different, you know what I mean? So you can have the eyepiece at one spot and then the handle at a second spot, which is really cool. He holds this rather well too. You can see he just kind of holds it over his shoulder like that, and if you wanted to, you can have him, what I like to do is, you know, have it put it under his shoulder, and then he can reach out and grab the handle like that. This guy does come with an attachment that you can use to mount the bazooka on his back. It comes with this little clip here. It plugs into this little hole here. Just go underneath the grip, plug that in, if I can get that to go on. Sometimes it doesn't want to. That just pegs in there, and take the heat hog off. Plugs in right back there. Looks really cool too. Works well. It's definitely on there. It's very nice and sturdy. Looks pretty cool, I think, personally. So definitely a neat little feature for that. Lastly, actually that is it. That's all he comes with. Quickly, I will show you the. Actually, you know what? I will make the Dengeki Hobby weapons pack a separate review, because I do not have enough time, and I don't want this video to be way too long. So this has been the review for the Zaku II version 2. This guy is not necessarily really hard to find. He's pretty hard to find in that, you know, he's desirable, but I wouldn't say that there's exactly fewer of him made, like the Submarine Gog or Desert Goof, you know, that kind of thing. He's just more desirable, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive. I forget how much I paid for mine. He came mint in the box, but it was definitely well worth it. I think I got a pretty good deal. I think I paid like 30 bucks for him, maybe less, maybe more. I don't remember because it was a while ago. So definitely worth picking up, especially if you're a Zaku or a Zeon fan. He's definitely really cool. The panel lining looks great. You know, the detail on this guy is fantastic. The articulation is fantastic. I do not have a extended Zaku yet, which is just crazy. I don't know why I haven't gotten one yet, but I'm working on it. I just haven't. It's not that I don't want one. I can't find one. It's just I keep finding something else that I'd rather have. So this guy's definitely really cool, and I highly suggest you pick one up because you will not be disappointed. This guy, like I said, runs from anywhere from like 30 to 60 bucks, maybe. So until next time, thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe if you like them, and until next time, Semper Fi Marines.